We have actually right now, there's a situation around data for LLMs and for deep learning is a complete, total trash dumpster fire. Like an absolute, you know what? It's a Chernobyl graphite fire is what it is. Nobody wants to talk about their data. The people who do talk about their data, for the most part, with the exception of maybe one or two models, every other model out there is training on stuff that they know they're going to get in trouble for if they talk about it. So what's the end game, guys? What is the actual end game? The end game has got to be us thinking about treating data and treating content and treating users' likeness and users' voice, all of these things. We have actually got to create a new kind of system or vehicle, container, something to have a policy and economic discussion around what this is. And so that's why I've actually been working quite diligently on building and scoping out what is the shape of a new kind of legal and technological sort of framework that would allow the preservation of human authorship and creators' intent with regard to the ideas in their data, with regard to the ideas expressed in their artifacts, that would actually be preserved through a training process and would carry through. And so you can imagine as sort of if you stuck Creative Commons and GPL into a blender, right? And you have something that is contemplating copyright, text and data mining provisions, fair use in the jurisdictions where it exists, data rights and database rights, right of publicity, likeness rights, all of these things, privacy, putting all of that into one place or into one compatible set of things to then say, okay, here's a data artifact. I'm going to take this piece of data. I'm going to put it into my training data set. And I can do so with full knowledge that I have the consent of the person who provided this to do this. And the artifact that I yield, whether it's a training data set, whether it's a pre-trained model, I know what I need to do in order to continue preserving that intent all the way through the chain. So that's essentially the piece I've been working on. And it's very weird. It's very off to the side. I'm not a lawyer. I'm more of a tech guy. I would love to write code as opposed to figuring out legal stuff.